What's going on, everybody, and welcome to Lane's Man Cave. And in today's video, I'm going to be doing my 2025 NBA mock draft. Let's go. Starting off with the first overall pick, the Dallas Mavericks select Cooper Flagg. There's not much left to say about Flagg. Even after reclassifying, Flagg took home National Player of the Year as an 18-year-old. And as far as prospects go, only Wemby was a better prospect than Flagg in the past 10 years. Flagg has a high motor, can guard 1 to 5, and is really good offensively as well. The addition of Flagg alongside AD and Daniel Gafford could return the Mavs to playoff contention. With the second pick, the San Antonio Spurs select Dylan Harper. If Flagg didn't exist, Harper would be the clear number 1 pick, and would go first in just about any other class. Harper would join an already stacked guard room with De'Aaron Fox and Stephon Castle. Harper has almost everything you can ask for in a guard. Great size, vision, ball handling, free level scoring, and good defense. The only real concern with Harper is his jumper, as he shot low efficiency off the dribble and on catch-and-shoot threes. But Harper's IQ and shot-creating abilities will make him a natural fit alongside Wemby for the next decade. With the third pick, the Philadelphia 76ers select VJ Edgecombe. There is a good chance the Sixers trade down, but if they don't, Edgecombe checks all the boxes. He is an explosive, high-motor wing with elite athleticism and can grow into a two-way star. Edgecombe can cover for Tyrese Maxey and Jared McCain's defensive limitations. Edgecombe still needs to work on his shot creation to be a primary creator, but the Sixers are already set in that department. Edgecombe has shown that he can play off the ball and has a knockdown spot-up jumper, and is a fearless slasher. With the fourth pick, the Charlotte Hornets select Trey Johnson. The Hornets have struggled with three-point shooting for the past few years, and Johnson has a case for being the best shooter in this class, as he shot nearly 40% from three at a very high volume. And while Johnson will be drafted for his scoring, he is a good enough passer. Johnson has a high motor, but will often settle for difficult jumpers as he is weak at the rim. Pairing up Johnson with LaMelo Ball and Brandon Miller will give the Hornets a high-powered offense for years to come. With the fifth pick, the Utah Jazz select Jeremiah Fears. The Jazz already have Keontae George and Isaiah Collier, but George has been more effective coming off the bench, and Collier will soon end up as a long-term six-man if he doesn't improve his scoring. Fears is a polarizing prospect with consistent rim pressure and finishing, but he also attempts too many crazy layups and floaters. Fears is still a work in progress. He shot less than 30% from three at Oklahoma, and while playmaking is his best aspect, his turnovers nearly match his assists. There is still a lot of room to grow, but the Jazz need to take a chance on Fears' upside. With the sixth pick, the Washington Wizards select Ace Bailey. Bailey has slid on draft boards after canceling his workout with the Sixers. As a player, I am not as high on Bailey compared to most people. He is athletic and a tough shot creator, but that's really it. His defense leaves a lot to be desired, especially for his size, and his playmaking is just not good. The Wizards are one of the few teams that have the time and infrastructure to let Bailey reach his full ceiling, and they have the veteran leadership to make it happen. With the seventh pick, the New Orleans Pelicans select Con Knueppel. Knueppel is one of the safer prospects in this class. He has a strong case to be the best shooter in the draft, as he shot 40% from three on a high volume at Duke, and his bulky frame allows him to be a good finisher. Knueppel is more well-rounded than he is given credit for, as he has shown to be a comfortable passer. The Pelicans have not shown commitment to blowing it up, and Knueppel gives them the best chance to win and be a replacement for Brandon Ingram. With the eighth pick, the Brooklyn Nets select Kasparas Jakučionis. Jakučionis is a big guard who can play on and off the ball, and with D'Angelo Russell projected to hit free agency, the Nets may not have a true point guard on their roster. Jakučionis doesn't have much athletic explosiveness, but he has great vision, is a great playmaker, and can score at all three levels. While he is an average three-point shooter, he has the mechanics to figure it out at the next level. Jakučionis can be the Nets' lead guard and much-needed playmaker of the future, and his versatility off the ball makes him flexible for Cam Thomas to remain a scoring firepower. With the ninth pick, the Toronto Raptors select Kaman Malawach. Jakob Poeltl could be a free agent next year, and the Raptors need a long-term answer at center. And with Masai Ujiri's connection to the NBA Academy in Africa, Malawach is the perfect fit. Malawach could easily be the best defender in this class, but he is far from a polished prospect, as he didn't start playing basketball until he was 13. But the shot blocking and lob threat abilities are there. He moves really well for his size, and while he never had many shot-making opportunities at Duke, the shooting abilities are there. If all goes well, Malawach will be a top 3 player in this class and a superstar big. With the 10th pick, the Phoenix Suns select Derek Queen. The Kevin Durant era is done, and now it's time for the Suns to rebuild. Even before the trade, the Suns had a gaping hole at center. Queen is a good passer and ball handler for his position, but Queen is another prospect I am not high on. He is undersized, not explosive, and not impactful as a rim protector, and will need to improve his three-point shooting to fit into most lineups, but he is the most polished offensive big in this class, and could be an ideal fit in this Suns lineup. With the 11th pick, the Portland Trail Blazers select Carter Bryant. Bryant spent most of his time in Arizona on the bench, but when he did play, he showed great off-ball movement, solid spot-up shooting, and the ability to guard multiple positions. Bryant has a high ceiling as a 3-and-D wing, which is something every NBA team wants. Bryant would give the Blazers more flexibility at the wing, alongside Denny Avdia and Toumani Camara. Even with his limited tape, the potential is there. With the 12th pick, the Chicago Bulls select Asa Newell. The Bulls need front court depth. Their defense allowed a league-high 54 points per game in the paint, and Newell's high motor and shot-blocking abilities would provide a spark. Newell is also comfortable on the perimeter. On offense, Newell was the only player in the NCAA to score 50 dunks and 25 three-pointers. Newell's shooting mechanics aren't great yet, but the Bulls don't need him to be a great shooter right away. If the Bulls decide not to trade Vucevic in the offseason, Newell will benefit anchoring the second unit. With the 13th pick, the Atlanta Hawks select Colin Murray-Boyles. While undersized, Murray-Boyles is a great defender, has a nose for rebounding, and brute strength to muscle through defenders at the rim. Murray-Boyles has one weakness, but it's a crucial weakness. He is a complete liability from the outside. But the Hawks need more defenders around Trae Young, and Murray-Boyles can guard multiple positions and can also get away with playing as a small ball 5. And with the 14th pick, the San Antonio Spurs select Noah Essengay. Essengay is extremely mobile and athletic for his size, but overall still has a lot of room to grow. His shot has progressed throughout the year in Germany, but he still hasn't proven that he can be an effective floor spacer and drives into traffic too often. Essengay is a great off-ball player, which is what the Spurs would need him to be in year 1. If he pans out, he can be a Swiss Army knife on both ends of the floor. And that does it for this mock draft. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications.